Looking at the crypto fear and greed index, we seem to be at neutral today from yesterday, where we were at absolute fear. And looking at sentiment across crypto Twitter and everywhere, everybody seems to be capitulating. This is following the dogfight between Elon Musk and Trump, which I wouldn't be covering here because that is all politics and we are here to focus on the market. So we look at what price action is telling us and what the charts are telling us. And the first question that jumps to mind is, are we in for a relief bounce? And are we, some might also call it a dead cat bounce? Is this what we are seeing across the board before we see more pullback to the downturns? This is the questions where we have. That's why we are here, to make ourselves profitable and to make money from these volatile assets and from the movements either up or down, whatever side that the chart is telling us. This is how we'll be making money from the volatility. My name is OP. I'm a trader from HashEdge and I'm here to give you analysis of the market. And let's just jump right into the content that we have for you today. And as you can see on the HashEdge platform, looking at the 200 MA, 200 M moving averages and the 50 moving averages, you can see we had a golden cross last week and we seem to have crossed above it, and now we tested the 50 moving average and we bounced off it from this. This is not to expect more movement to the upside, but what we do expect is probably a consolidation around these levels. If most likely we can get a pullback around to test the 200 moving averages. This is what we'll be doing and this is similar to the last time. This is what we received. So we should be expecting much more consolidation around this point. If we get stopped out around the $106,000, $105,000 levels, we'll see another pullback to the downside. And what is the RSI telling us right now? We seem to be above the average of 50, and we are pointing upwards to the upside. Let's look at other charts and other charts I've developed and I've drawn for you today. Looking at the parallel line, we broke out of this parallel line that we had in Bitcoin and we tested the 110 levels and we seem to have pulled into the bounce zone 1, bounce zone 2, bounce zone 3. These are the levels that I've indicated, which we have strong liquidity and strong movement and strong price actions within this zone. And the first one, which we have a resistance of $105,000 levels, and we seem to have a low within that our bracket of trading zone of 102. So right now we are trying to test and trying to go upwards to face the resistance at 105. If we face resistance here, we should be looking for a pullback to the downside. And if we break through this support of 102, we should be expecting further movement down to the bottom of 199 and $97,000 levels, which I've indicated here. This is what we are looking at, and you can see also the RSI. It looks there seems to be a lot of selling in the sell pressure in this zone, and the RSI is also pointing to a relief bounce in the near term, and this is what we are anticipating in the market. We'll be looking at this and we will be taking sure that this level of 105 is something for us to watch out. Either we break through resistance or we face resistance, then we know a short is imminent in the near term for us to be expecting a further pullback to test the lows of $102,000 levels. And as you can see, also the same thing similar in another chart with using the indicator, the CPR, Central Pivot Range indicator by KGS. This is also a very important indicator, and this indicator is pretty much is a leading indicator, unlike other indicators which are mostly lagging. And what is this telling us? Also a bounce from the $100,000 levels, and now with this parallel line on the 4-hourly chart, we seem to be facing resistance. So we should be looking at 105 levels. If we break through these levels that I've drawn, then we should be expecting, if we break through this level, we should be expecting more increase in the price to the upside, but I doubt that is going to be happening, and we should be expecting another pullback to the $102 levels and the levels we are anticipating in the market. Looking at the liquidation heat map, showing us how many longs and how many shorts are being priced in the market and how much traders are doing. You can see there's a lot of longs and there's a lot of shorts also building up in these levels, and this is what is telling us with this. Right now, the current price, there's a lot of liquidation in the market. Cumulative longs in the market is telling us that we are seeing less trades right now in the market, and this is what is telling us. This is what we are looking at. We go back into the chart to just give us final analysis, and you can see with the bounce zone 1, we see which is very, very strong because the bulls have stepped back in, pushing the price upwards. What we have to be anticipating and looking if the bulls can sustain this pull up to the upside, that should show us further bullish momentum in this time. However, I doubt that will be happening. We should be expecting that we should face resistance in the 105 levels before we see further pullback to the level to test our support of 102 $100,000 levels. This is what we are anticipating in this market. This is what we are looking at right now. The market, this is what the market is telling us. We just watch and we wait for it. A lot of times as traders, patience is a key trait we have to use as traders, and we anticipate the market and let the price action come to us. This is what we have in the weekend. Weekend is usually low volatility, low movement, low volume in the market. So we don't want to get chopped out. We don't want to get caught losing our money, because we are here to make money and not to lose money. In conclusion of the video and of what I have for you today, I just want to leave it with this. If with Mark Douglas' quote, if you can learn to create a state of mind that is not affected by the market's behavior, the struggle will cease to exist. This is quite important for all of us as traders, to be able to stay stoic, stay logical, and stay objective in this market, looking at the price action, looking at what it's telling us, and stay above the market behavior, and not let the market behavior affect us, and not let us to be emotional like people that are fear right now or are neutral right now, which is what is telling us. A lot of people are capitulating in the market, but we remain unaffected with all of this because we anticipated it. We can see with our zones that we have drawn, zone 1, zone 2, zone 3, we are looking at these prices, and this is what we are seeing in the market, that these are the likely areas for us to get bounces, and for us to get, these are the areas we can make money, and we can look at levels where we are likely to bounce or we are likely to face resistance. This is what we are looking at. So we'll be looking at the $105,000 levels. That is a very, very important level for us to build position and for us to take either a long if we break through the resistance of 105, or to take a short if we face resistance. So this is what we're anticipating, and I'll be taking you through my trades every day, showing you videos, making you a better trader, and making you money from these videos. See you tomorrow. See you in the next video. Peace.